There we have the screen switch. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a good day. I forgot to pull up my coffee, so that will be done now. And then I will continue with The Witcher 3. Blood and Wine. We last time did some main quest thing, did some side quest thing, and for the most part lots of side quests for the DLC are already done. We have still a few left, of course, but it will be mostly story stuff, so that will be exciting. Hello, V for Revenge. How are you doing today? Are you having a good day? Good start into your weekend. Hope you enjoy that it's much cooler by now than a couple of weeks ago. By now I can live with that. Like, as long as temperatures are in the 20s, I'm okay with that in summer. You are okay-ish? Yeah, well, hope it gets better then. That doesn't sound too convincing, unfortunately. Maybe a little bit of coffee will help. I won't waste any time here. I want to jump right in because I want to finish this DLC this month. So then we wrap up the whole Witcher series. Over half a year. Lots of fun, but every good things have come to come to an end. And as I think it is very much like I'm very confident that I will finish the DLC this month. Made some good progress. Yeah, of course I remember that you're going away on Monday, but I can't know if the occasion is connected to that or not. But hope you're in fairly good spirits. I can only imagine that it's completely nerve-wracking in one way, exciting in another way, kind of scary also. So I hope you're doing good. I hope everything goes well and that it treats you well. You certainly deserve that. There we are back. What did I do last time in the end? Oh, yeah, right. I think the last thing I did was the quest for the Saint Lebioda statue. We did that. And the main quest, the next step, is to report to the Duchess, since we got some information about Dettlaff and the Beast of Beauclair. So then usually I like to start the episode with a side quest just to get going and for everyone kind of to arrive. I'd like to do that as well here. Find the Grandmaster Smith Lafargue so you can make use of... Yeah, that would make sense, because last episode I also collected all the Manticore Witcher armor, and I think I need the Smith to do that. He can also upgrade our armor, our current Witcher armor, to the Grandmaster level. So I think it makes sense to maybe find him. Hello, Blacko! Fuck it, you right from desktop. Welcome to the stream, Blacko. How are you doing today? You made a good effort. I give you an A for effort, certainly. Okay, he's right in the city, so let's use the fast travel point and see if I can find this Grandmaster armor. This should be the closest one. Kind of shit day, but all fine. Well, that is kind of a contradiction, isn't it? All fine in a shit day. Hope it gets better the day. I'm alright. Hello, iRocky. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Missed you. Was wondering where you are. Hope you're having a good day. Good start into your weekend, Rocky. There's so many streams are so far behind on the videos.
Nothing doing. Sammy
Oh,
Riggs
there's another quest.
Sir!
What Jacket? What's going on? Well, maybe you have time to catch up. They're all on YouTube and on Twitch.
My eyes were not deceived.
And there will be plenty of more streams,
It's so
so
far south.
all good.
You, sir, of all folk in all your fame.
Mm-hmm. Me. South in all my fame.
Oh, I've heard so much. Why, when Master Dandelion tarried in Beauclair, not a day passed without him baying out a ballad in admiration of your deeds.
Yeah, unwelcome little habit of his. But, what can I do for you?
You see, my betrothed, Francois Le Goff, vowed in my honor to bring me the head of the horrid beast they call Gretore.
Couldn't have gotten you a bouquet, some sweets in a bag.
Oh, you've been
Richard,
staying away from
sir,
Discord and
you
Twitch to
jest.
focus on studying for
A
your
love most
exam
true
retain.
demands proof
That makes
for
sense.
heroic
That
deeds
is a
dedicated to
very
the
good
heart's
reason.
captor.
Oh, but
alas,
are you done with the exams?
Francois has been gone a fortnight.
Hope,
Thus, I
hope
must
it
plead
worked
with
well.
you to see what's
Hope
become
it
of
was
him.
worth it,
Could
and
you?
that
Would
studying
you?
turned out successful. Yeah, Discord and Twitch can be very time-consuming, so for those kind of things where you really have to focus on one thing, definitely makes sense. Alright, Blacko, no problem. Thank you for stopping by. And hope to see you later, maybe. Nope, just couldn't stay away. Well, sometimes a break is also good.
This Gretore. Know anything else about it, mademoiselle?
Glad that you
Judging by the name,
are
guessing
stopping
it
by,
lives in a cave.
Rocky.
Yes, from which it prowls when hungry. By night, when all are asleep, it creeps into villages. Then, of a sudden, breaks open shutters, reaches inside and snatches babes from their cradles so quickly they've not the time to yelp.
Nocturnal, long prehensile arms, intelligent.
Francois claimed he would cut the filth down in a snap. But he's been gone so long. Will
Hey,
you help, sir?
Frosty! How are you doing
I cannot
today?
sleep. I fear this worrying will be the death of
How's
me.
your Friday? I hope no issues with the boss woman. Let's talk about the reward.
Rarely my wont to turn down a damsel in distress. Even less so when there's a prize involved.
Naturally. Why, you, sir, are no knight-errant, but a guildsman, an expert. How much would you need?
Let's go with 317. Oh, that's bad on the middle
A few crowns less, master.
a little bit
A
too much.
fistful. I beg you so.
Let's go with 350 then.
Yes, that amount I am prepared to pay.
So yeah, let's look into this
Do
Gretore
my
stuff.
damnedest to get your fiancé back safe and sound. Just, mind telling me where to look for him?
I forget you come from afar and do not know our land. They say Gretore has its lair in the caves at the foot of the Gorgon Hills.
That close to the city? Telling me no bold souls have ventured out to defeat the beast?
Quite the contrary. Plenty have, but none's returned. My concern is well founded.
I see. All right. High time I
That
set
is,
off.
piquing my interest even more. I will do that a little bit later, I think. Since I do want to check out the Grandmaster armor first.
Did our hairdresser slight his true love?
Also, how many ability points do I have now? 2 right now. Can I use those? Not really. I want this. 1 ability point missing. Wait, did that save it? I'm sorry, I have to... yeah, it seems so. Okay. So let's find this Grandmaster armor, maybe equipping the Manticore armor, trying to craft it. A bit short on money, so definitely have to sell some stuff as well. So let's find out. Hello, Monsieur Lafargue.
Greetings.
A witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Tucson. Greetings. I'm Lazar Lafargue.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and I've for years sought diagrams for witcher armor of exceptional quality, Grandmaster level.
Just so happens that's why I'm here. Look what I found.
This is quite the coincidence. It's
So
exactly
if we
one
wouldn't
of the diagrams I meant.
Found the
idea how to find the
Manticore
others?
Of
diagrams,
course. I just need a partner who will help me retrieve
he would send me out.
for a fitting reward, of course.
I think. So how these diagrams wind up in Tucson in the first place?
All these diagrams somehow wound up in Toussaint? How is that even possible?
Tusa was once home to Tiensail, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer. Witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged the king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Jensail's side. So I heard the stories of the missing witches firsthand. What he told me, well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the diagrams out myself. We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know of the remaining diagrams. In return, once you've found them, you will let me draft a copy.
Okay, that sounds good. So how did you end up being apprenticed to the elf?
This elven master. How'd he end up taking a human for an apprentice?
My father forged armor. As a youngster, I helped him, then began forging my own pieces. Master Tiensail saw my work and offered to take me on as his apprentice. Only now, years on, do I realize the honor that was. Alas, my master perished in a massacre later, slain by racists. Though he taught me everything he knew, I did not manage to complete the guild's requirements for Grand Master while he lived. I know I have no equal in the trade. Yet, until I complete Witcher armor of Grandmaster quality, I shall never be certain I've become my teacher's equal.
I see. Well, I found something already.
Managed to find something already.
Wonderful. I shall draft a copy. This is good. This at last will earn me the title of Grandmaster. I thank you, Witcher.
So, tell me about the diagram.
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore. Which should I start with?
Well, start with the wolf.
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Aton. I remember him well. My master liked him, helped him find a safe, yet well-paid contract. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Tucson from Castel Gropia. They questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termes. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean? Any idea?
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers beneath Termes. I cannot say if there is any truth to this, but both the scholars and the Witcher disappeared without a trace.
Okay, so next about the Griffin, please.
The Griffin. What can you tell me about him?
He came some 200 years ago, but my master remembered him well. This Witcher was not stripped of emotions, you see, as his colleagues were. He had taken on a contract at Fort Usa and required better gear. He showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit, and was never seen again. Apparently he rode off one night from the fort, never to return.
Any idea where he went?
No, it said he left in a rush, so he may have left something behind. Only ruins remain of Fort Usar, but you may wish to search them.
Okay. What about the Witcher from the School of the Cat?
Let's talk about the cat.
A year ago, Bartolome de Launay, the ducal armorer, asked me to confirm the authenticity of a Witcher diagram he had received by messenger. You see, at the time he was working on new armor for the ducal guard. A Witcher from the School of the Cat offered to sell him diagrams for a full set of gear. The diagrams would have been helpful indeed.
The diagram you saw, was it really a Witcher diagram?
Beyond any doubt. It's a shame Delaunay didn't let me draft a copy. He was quite shaken up, afraid the Witcher might simply kill him and take his coin. Possibly a well-founded fear. Soon after, Delaunay disappeared without a trace. I would have searched his
Lost
former
without
home
a
for clues,
trace.
but it has fallen into disrepair, and it is simply
He's
too
quite a
dangerous.
chatty armorer, I have to say. Tell me about the Witcher of the Bear School.
Tell me more about the bear, can you?
He appeared shortly
Let's
after
poke the
Master
bear.
Tiensail took me on as his apprentice. I remember the bear-head medallion that hung from his neck. I remember a towering witcher who haggled like a fishwife.
Witchers never have too much coin.
True, this one clearly was not wealthy. But he pledged to bring us coin after he completed a contract at the Tufo vineyard, where a building had just collapsed. Time passed.
I think we have
Bear
a
never showed.
contract for that
And
as well.
my master sent me to the Tufo estate. As it turned out, the Witcher had indeed accepted a job. Yet that was all they heard of him, and that is all I know.
And what about the Manticore? We already have that set, but might as well
School of
ask.
the Manticore. Probably know the least about it, though once, long ago, wore some armor forged there.
My master said the Manticores have their fortress in the Far East. A century passed, one of their number
You learned
came
about
to him.
the Witcher called
A Witcher
Merton.
named Merton. He made a poor impression on my master. He stank like a dwarf and still, and quarreled fiercely all the time. Tiensail slammed the door in his face and told him to return when he sobered up. He would conduct no business with a drunk. The Witcher, however, failed to return. Folk say he got into a booze-fueled brawl with the ducal guard. He was arrested and sentenced. Bastoy prison, where he was held, well, it's been a ruin for years. Still, you may want to start your search there.
Took quite the effort, but it was worth it.
We stumbled
Got all the School of the Manticore
by
diagrams.
accident about that diagrams, and now let's see if he can
What do you have on offer?
build that for us. But first I want to sell some stuff to get some additional money, because we're quite short on that. And then let's see if we can wear a new armor set. Exciting times. Let's get rid of those gloves, don't really need them. And I need the money. I need the cash. That one can go. That one, that one, that one. That should be okay for now. Anything here I can sell? Well, I can sell those saddlebags. Yeah, they are worse than what I wear. Oh, they would be actually better. I will equip those. Have to remember doing that. And anything here I can sell? Oh yeah, plenty. Plenty of jewelry. That should give me some additional coin. Pompadour bracelet. Okay. Pompadour necklace. Hot inventory management. Perfect to start an episode. But after that I will jump right into the main quest and report to Henrietta, the Duchess of Toussaint. So be patient, everyone. Be patient. There are the Manticore boots. What do we need? The Meridian plate. Very expensive to buy. Let me first see if I can maybe craft that instead. That would be a little bit cheaper. So okay, boots. Manticore boots. There we have. They are better than what we are wearing, which is always nice. Let's do that. The inventory or the crafting UI is always a bit I felt. Manticore armor, what do I need? 2 more plates. Seems like that's what we need. So I can craft 3 more. So let's do that. Go to the chest armor. Or Manticore. I think the Manticore armor pretty much looks like the Raven armor from The Witcher 1, the special armor that you get there. Which is a nice little throwback. So now, what would I need for the gauntlets? Can I craft these? I can. And then I need the Manticore trousers. I won't craft the swords because I want to stick with the special swords that we already have. One thing I want to check if I can upgrade my Quen runes that I have. Yes, I can, because those I will need for my brand new armor. I like to have a strong Quen sign, and then we can continue.
Good luck on the path.
Let's equip it. There it is. Yeah. And it should look similar to the Raven armor of The Witcher 1. I really like the armor. Looks kind of neat with the leathery elements. Let's put in the greater glyphs of Quen. Okay. Looking sweet, Geralt. Looking sweet. So now, now I will report to the Duchess about my hunt of the beast of Beauclair. Like, scream at me. Why is everyone screaming? Before I will do that, I will do more inventory management. I am sorry, but I do want to check with the herbalist if I can upgrade some
Welcome.
of my
Herbs freshly picked, dried
potions
powdered,
and oils.
whatever your heart desires.
Should oh, and we can play Gwent. We have to play Gwent because it's part of the quest, of the Gwent quest to get all Skellige.
Herbs schmerbs. But
Herbs
how about some
schmerbs.
Gwent, eh?
Herbs, schmerbs. Let's play some Gwent. Do, 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 do. I think I mentioned it a couple of times before, but I really like this new Gwent song they added. Oh yes, lots and lots of spies. So how the Gwent quest works here, there are basically two parts to it. There's one Gwent tournament and also the quest to gather all Skellige cards. You love Gwent? Yeah, I like that as well. Hey, Violet Carter! Evening, yes, evening to you as well. It isn't wet here. I am not as well, but it is a very nice evening. How are you doing? Hope you have a good start into your weekend. I assume you're fresh off work and now ready to relax. Crack up a bottle of Baileys or so and enjoy the evening. Okay, we played plenty of spy cards. I'll just pass. Yeah, I assume so that he will play the spy card, but I don't really care for that. I could have lured it out and then used the decoy, but I don't think that is really necessary in this game. You stay clear from of the Baileys for now. I mean, it's still early. It's a long way to go. Boy. Come back 2 cards. Oh. It's not too bad, but not good enough for now. Maybe she has some aces up her sleeves. Not even sure if she's wearing sleeves though. So, let's do that next.
Hello there.
Thank you for the order, host, salty old man. Very nice of you. And welcome everyone who might join from the Salt Factory. Okay, I can destroy that card. Then I can take this card back and destroy the next one next round. Some heavy bagpipe action. And that's already enough, so I don't have to waste any more time. I already won the game. The card.
Reported something awful this year.
But,
A returning customer is a satisfied customer. Come,
that's true.
peruse and buy.
But I want to
Let me
look
see
at
what you
your
got.
thing. I'm not particularly fond of bagpipes. Yes, there's the saltgasm. Anything I can do? No, not really. Ooh, does she have hop umbles? She has. So let's get some of that. Give, I think one. We only need one. Let's go back. It's a bit tedious to switch between, and then there's always some kind of lag in there. So not like that, but what can you do? Hello, Starcy. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. Let's start into your weekend. Anything that we could create quickly and easily. For those I would need albedo. And for albedo I need white gull. I don't think I can craft white gull right now. Oh, I can if I get some arenaria. So let's do that. Maybe get 2. Then that would give me 2 more superior oils if I can do that. Alcohol, white gull. Lots of prepping for this episode, but kinda has to be done. Just barely enough for 2, that's good. Because that means we should be able to craft both oils. No, why can't I craft that? Oh, I need allspice. We'll see. Maybe she has some allspice and then we're done for now. The superior draconoid oil. Does she have allspice? Could be. Is that allspice? I think the mandrake root looks similar, but yes, nice. Let's get 1 allspice and then we're out of here once I craft the superior elemental oil to be all oiled up for the weekend. There we go. Takes a little bit.
So long.
I like the Manticore armor. It is kind of simple from the design, but I like it. It looks very realistic. Like, I feel like that would be actually armor very suitable for Witcher. Something that would Geralt wear. So now let's report to the Duchess about your hunt for the beast. I haven't talked to Anarietta in a bit, but I think we owe her some informations about the beast of Beauclair that we are chasing. But it's all a little bit more complicated than it looked in the beginning. Not a crazy killer or a crazy beast, but more a killer that gets blackmailed to kill. And a friend of our friend, Regis. So we will have to find a way to navigate those waters. As always, Geralt finds himself in the middle of a political shitstorm. Long way up, but good for the cardio for Geralt. Could have used the fast travel point, but isn't that far in the... It's nice to explore the city a bit as well. So let's see what Her Highness has to say.
And what of the funeral preparations?
So let's see what she has to say.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher. I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Well, that's usually
Step
what
aside.
happens.
Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
About that. I did find the beast. But yeah, let's go with it's kind of complicated, right?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster and you returned with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple.
Nothing.
Beast's a powerful
That's a bit harsh.
vampire.
Ha! Is this a problem? Is it too much for a Witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight.
Sure.
Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Sigh.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And Buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed Buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a
asshole.
battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
I mean, go ahead if you know better.
Go ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another skirmish.
Sure.
40, 50, 100. Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Oh, higher vampires.
Creatures like this one.
Listen to us.
Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
Oh, this is no common monster we're talking about here.
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that.
Probably,
They're well
yeah.
aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Well, I want to find him and I want to try to talk to him. Trying it with diplomacy.
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this.
Geralt the old
Her
charmer.
Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Well, I'm trying to. But an innocent woman has been abducted. Maybe we should focus on that.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
Well, we have to free the vampire's lover.
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher.
Kind of
You
the
may
only
be
option
right.
we have.
Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop!
Okay. Okay.
In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap.
Okay.
Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Latour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak.
Very specific.
Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high.
Weirdo.
It's simple.
Kind of, yeah.
Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Saint Real was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Well, can you tell me more about this specific wine?
Saint Real. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Saint Real, it is Saint Real. We must ride to Castel
Yeah,
Ravello
Saint
at
Real,
once. Discover what
real
has happened.
true blood, yeah. Or could also be king's blood. Isn't El Rey the king in Spanish? So, and Real is I think like something like Real then means kingly. I'm not sure. But I think it could also be like king's blood. What do you mean by we?
Wait. Your Grace wants to
Foxes,
go
the
with
royal
me?
family
Out of
consists
the
of
question.
Vampires. Dun dun dun. Right?
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Well, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Okay, she's changing. Have to wait. Fine. Some time later. Okay. More hot loading screen action.
Oh, this vampire. Have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Which makes this whole thing a little bit complicated, I have to say. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to change the saddlebags for Roach, since we have some better ones here. Beauclair saddlebags. Oops. Falling behind.
Panthers have attacked the wagon!
What?
We must help!
Stay back, your grace. We shall see to this. Back, you beast! Begone!
Panthers. Jeez. Hello,
Help!
kitty cat.
Save us!
Ouch.
Back, you beast! Begone!
Oh. Ouch.
Help! Save us!
Let me put my Quen on.
Back, you beast! Begone!
Oh.
Help! Save us!
I think it's that. Those panthers are dangerous. That kitty cat.
Back, you beast! Begone!
Dead.
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Oh, thank you. You saved our lives.
Hooray! We did a thing.
Tell me more about this vineyard.
Wakanda
Gaston
forever. Hello,
Mello.
It's the
Spellcaster.
best in
Welcome to the
Ortusa.
stream. How are
An
you doing
old
today?
master of the winemaking
Hi, bye,
Clare
everyone.
Classic, Fabrizio.
Okay,
Be
bye bye.
trustworthy.
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be
Possibly.
a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Oof, dreadful. I can relate to that.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabrizio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon
Yeah, I
prepared at
understand,
once.
Spellcaster. I'm
That
sorry.
won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Thank you, Spellcaster. Well, we want to talk to you.
Came to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
That's very
Want
nice.
to talk about Saint-Réal?
I am at your service.
So, who has access to the wine?
The Saint-Réal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Saint-Réal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Saint-Réal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
So, how's the wine transported?
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace, how am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Saint-Réal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you
pissed.
shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers.
Jeez, she means
Remind
business.
me, where is the Saint-Réal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
Okay.
We shall wait here, Master Fabricio.
Well, let's
What if
follow
Fabricio's
Henrietta.
blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
I see. What's to the other side? Typical RPG logic. First check out everything but the way you want to go. Wooden hammers. Okay, that makes sense. Glowing ore, some ingredients, always good. Some alcohol, won't complain about that. Some grapes, also not very surprising. Some Chardonnay. Sorry, Anna.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Okay. Let's read it.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Okay, 1269. Let's do some jumping and climbing. Because I can't remember it was upstairs, so don't have to run around. Ha! Did I remember correctly?
Right here. 1269. What
Did.
now?
Let's see if any
I have
barrels
a
are
memory.
empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Okay, let's listen about the third.
Full.
Full.
This one's full too.
This one is full.
This one's full too. Full. This one's full too. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sonreal? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Didn't I grab one earlier? But okay. Where are the things? The history of Est-Es. Est-Es, often considered one of the chief treasures of the people of Toussaint, is the best known of the wines cultivated in that region. It is hard to determine when exactly the first barrel of Est-Es were matured, though we can surmise it must have been around the time of the first human forays into the duchy's present lands. What is certain is that this wine truly gained fame only during the reign of Duchess Adela Marta, who held Est-Es in near divine esteem and for that reason bestowed upon Castel Ravello the privilege of being the official ducal vineyard. She also reserved a special place in the cellars of the Beauclerc Palace for Est-Es, and to this day 2 barrels of every vintage are ceremoniously deposited on those shelves. The tapping of any of them is by order of the ducal edict Vino Sanctus Est, punishable by death through dragging behind a team of horses. Wow, they really mean business with their wine. Okay, let's loot. Loot is good. And go back upstairs to Anarietta.
Got the tabs.
Open this one.
Ready.
Step aside.
Okay.
So?
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Sonreal.
Okay. Next one. She's getting hammered. Aha.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident. I'm
The
sure.
rooster on that barrel was sideways.
Master Fabricio.
didn't
Let's see
notice
what
that.
he has to say about it.
Yeah, what has he to say about it, since he claimed that he's the only one having access to it? Could be. I didn't see it, Rocky.
Master
Slap him.
Fabrizio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sorial. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
So who did you sell the wine to?
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sorial. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed
Oh,
it.
come on.
He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Cintrian aristocrat at court.
So... you really thought nobody would find out?
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
And how did you deliver the wine?
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men, the kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
Okay.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your
He had him.
forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap.
Ruthless.
Need to catch the wine thieves. Cintrian Noble could be our blackmailer.
They really
Next,
are
transport.
serious about the wine.
I'll
over
take it to
there.
Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Oh, well, let's do it right away.
See no reason to wait. Let's
Yeah,
get
it
going.
is harsh. They
We
need
will
business.
set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
Let's kill some fools. Hot. Loading. Action. Fuck him up. I'll try to. Can't promise anything.
Relax. Now we wait.
Yeah, that looks like a trusty bunch.
Ah, our favorite vintner.
Does he have noobs on his chin tattooed?
It's not him.
Looked like it. Whoa! Crucial. So let's see. Oh, thought I baited. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's stop that. Whoa! How did that explode? I set that on fire. Maybe it was me. It was probably me. Somewhere or other. Yes!
May your brows
Ouch! Wow, what a massacre. Trying to defend himself. Oh, but he died from poison.
Never learn.
Well, not now that he's dead. Doubt he will learn after that. And choke him. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Well, I wanted to give you more loading screens. That's what I do. Yes, you're welcome, Miss Tarsi, for more loading screens. There you have them. Long loading screen, but well, at least we are able to do the whole massacre thing again.
I know, the Duchess is straight. That doesn't mean you Shut up.
Oh, got away from... Oh, come on! I was so far away! Those damn barrels. Not in the best fighting shape. Oh, sorry. I only slept 2 hours last night. Kinda tired. Probably also a reason why I get smashed by those barrels each and every time. Some more hot loading screens. The hottest of them loading screens. So how are you all doing? Let's do some small talk in the meantime. Bang! Thank you for the clip. Remember posting that in the Clips on the Month channel, Rocky. You may win. Starcy, I is celebrating my death.
Relax. Now we wait.
Let's do it again. This time, particularly careful about those barrels. Staying away from the barrel. Staying away from the barrel. All barrels. No barrels. No barrels, no cry. Ouch. May die anyway. Oh, he's dead. Stop it! Ow! Now I'm. Ouch! Those damn archers. Oh, get away from the barrels! So scared of the barrels. Toughest enemy in the whole game. Bunch of bandits. Oof. He exploded in a bloody cloud.
No! Think you can do whatever you please? We'll teach you discipline.
I think that's it. I did a thing. I still stayed clear of the barrels, and there we go. It worked.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to
Thank
capture
you,
one of
I
the
guess.
scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions.
He sounds
Come on.
Witcher, a
so
moment.
sincere.
I was wrong about you.
Okay. Had no reason to trust me. Well, yeah, let's maybe
Well,
we get
had
along.
no reason
Maybe
to
we
trust
can
me.
Navigate
And I
those
didn't do
waters.
much to change that.
Be nice.
True. You are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Kind of a little bit awkward conversation. And I should have guessed that she
Not
is
at all
close.
surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions.
Oh boy, you're a prisoner.
Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Oh, wrong answer. Wrong
Once
answer.
again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Jeez,
Wait,
got plenty of jokes.
he doesn't wish to speak. He needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Great idea. Let's play along.
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Okay, so where were these barrels going?
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Okay, and who hired you?
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there.
Okay.
Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Probably.
Yes, Your Grace.
Somewhere.
I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Okay, let's go. Let's continue with
Let's go to town.
No reason to waste some time. Well, 3 times his charm, apparently. After being defeated by a barrel. Twice. Yay! Another level. That means now I can get the mutation.
It's late.
Relax, he'll come.
Upgrade.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Oh, I'm just a cool dude.
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit.
True.
He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Well, I mean, to be fair, why is Scarrow closing his eyes? That's a bit weird, but the Cintrian could be a middleman.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Well, that's true.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity.
True.
Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Okay. Let's hope it's Damien. It is.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man.
Okay.
Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life.
No, he wants
And
to be
the word on the
wanted to be
street
an
is there's a
adventurer.
hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Wow, we kind of used that part.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
Okay.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks.
Could be me.
This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her.
Oh, female
On the
companion.
Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer. I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted. Fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora, what's that?
The Mandragora. What's that?
A club. An affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
So we need to nab the Cintrian.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
Okay.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district.
Okay.
Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville in Mountebank Alley.
Okay. Need to dress up and go to another party. God loves doing that.